Time now for some instant classics. We're looking at all the ugliness in this world and the madness that creates it, along with that beauty that somehow manages to peep through the cracks every now and then. And our image for this, of course, is Vincent Van Gogh. And so we've talked about some other of his famous paintings, and this is kind of an interesting one. It is one of his most well-known paintings. Again, this kind of defies the trick, though, doesn't it? In what way is this like those booming skies, those dark indigo skies at night? How is this like the wheat field with crows? How is this like those beautiful irises and sunflowers? It really is kind of a moving image, though. First of all, it shows you in this small trapezoidal room. It shows you where and how the life of Vincent Van Gogh played out, living in rooms like this all his life, so that he could be near those subjects and those beautiful natural images that he wanted to paint. But this is literally one of the great minds of Western culture, and that's where he lived. And it's a beautifully, for such a small and cramped room, there's something really beautiful about it. And I guess it's just the idea that this is Vincent's room. And it's a beautiful statement for all the ways we talk about how mentally ill he was, how he didn't fit into society, how he didn't get along with people, how his own family turned on him, ultimately, with the exception of his brother. When you look at this, right, who's the one that's teaching us here? Not only through his paintings and how deep and profound they are, but in the way he lived his life. In this absolute, some might even call it squalor, but this is a very, the idea of what does one need to live? What does it take to be human? What makes this room, I think, in many ways, not just acceptable, but perhaps shame us, who have so much space, so much room that we don't know how to fill. Notice that you have those beautiful pictures, his own pictures on the wall. Here's a guy who only sold a couple pictures while he was alive and a few drawings, who made precious little money on his work to be able to live and to carry on. And yet in that beautiful bedroom, it's all you need. Out of that bedroom came the mind that created, you think about space in Vincent's paintings. Think about space, the openness, the open sky, the beautiful rambling fields of gold, all these beautiful things. It shows you a mind that really was only free, Vincent, was only free and only prosperous in his mind. And is that really a form of madness, or is that a kind of health that far too few of us in this world will ever know? Take a look at this. I mean, it really is kind of beautiful, that bedroom. There are 3 authentic versions described of this painting in his letters, easily distinguishable from one another. The painting depicts Van Gogh's bedroom at 2 Place Lamartine in Arles, Bouches-du-Rhône, France, in what was known as the Yellow House. So the door to the right, you can see it at the right part of the picture, opened up to the floor, another floor of staircases, and the door to the left was that of the guest room on the left there, by the yellow chair, of Gauguin, Paul Gauguin, the other famous post-impressionist painting, who spent a lot of time with Vincent and quarreled a lot of times with Vincent. The window in the front wall looked out onto the Place Lamartine and its public gardens. The room was not rectangular, but trapezoid, with an obtuse angle in the left-hand corner of the front wall and an acute angle at the right. In April of 1889, Van Gogh sent the initial version to his brother, regretting that it had been damaged by the flood of the Rhône while he was interned in the mental hospital in Arles. So this is also, on top of everything else, it's the room of a man in a sanatorium. There's a lot to talk about in this picture.